Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of more serious, no joking this one, joking aside, video on just who most likely is the man with the boots that we see in the mid-season finale, episode 8 for The Walking Dead season 7, Hearts Still Beating. So all joking aside in this one, no, he's not Morales, he's probably not Richard, it's probably not Dwight. So it most likely is a new character. Now we do know of one new character that there was a casting call for the Walking Dead television series second half of season 7 that was put out early last summer. It was roughly June, July-ish type time range. And this character's name, according to the casting call, was Brion, so B-R-I-O-N. That could be a fake name. It may not necessarily be the finalized name of the character in the TV series, but it's at least something for us to go by. Now, in terms of this character's description, he was a charismatic leader of a group that we probably have not met yet. So most likely the character that is spying on Rick and Aaron as they're loading up the truck full of stuff from the the water there, the part on the little boat that they have there. Most likely is a member of this new group, which has been kind of spoiled a little bit, so spoiler warning for this one. At least not entirely, but in terms of their location, we do know a few things about it if this is the same group. It could be a different group as well, too, and it could be just some lone guy by himself. But most likely, he's probably part of a group that lives in a junkyard, which is kind of cool. His position's been spotted. Some people online are calling it, I don't know where this name came from, Garbage Pail Kids. So this is what I'm seeing in the comments. So I don't know where that name came from. It's kind of a ridiculous name if you ask me. It's probably a nickname. But yeah, a group that lives in a junkyard. And the reason why this fits so well with the TV series, because we know they're coming up, and we see this guy, and he's got on some kind of nasty, kind of boots, this kind of thing. He's got the cable going up, which some people pointed out is probably to stop ticks from crawling up your pant leg, to have a cable wrapped around the bottom of your pants from your boots or shoes there. So it looks to me like that's probably what we're seeing the start of. Now, whether or not the guy that we see spying is the leader of that group, so whether or not it is Brion or it's someone else, we don't know. We also did see the name on the sign, which was Leslie William Starton. So we don't know if this is this Leslie character, if he's a part of this group, if he's the leader of this group. These are all questions we'll have to wait to have answered for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 7. But most likely this is probably the start of what we're seeing with this group. Also, we haven't seen Heath. We know that he's not with the Saviors. He's not at Alexandria. So could he have been taken by this group? It's possible. Or could he have been taken by the Whisperers? Also possible based on the PPP card that was left and that meeting silent or very low tone. So kind of a whisper hint there. Did a video on that if you guys didn't see that one already. It's possible, though, he could be connected to this story, so we'll have to see how it all works out. But also there is a uber cool zombie in the Rise Up promo at the end of it that Rick kind of sort of faces off against. I think he's almost trying to hide from and being very quiet from, so that the zombie doesn't know he's there. But it has these spikes all throughout it. And I thought to myself, does that look like the type of zombie that you would see someone in a junkyard put together? And the answer, I think, is absolutely. Someone who lives in it. Let's say you take a junkyard dealer or something, somebody who that's their business or whatever, right? The world goes to shit. They manage to survive it. What do they do with all their time? Well, part of it might be create uber zombies out of stuff from the junkyard. So plus people from junkyards are really handy, right? Because they're used to dealing with all this stuff. They're usually tough. They're able to survive on very, very little. A lot of times they're willing to go through all this junk everywhere, crap everywhere. It's a dirty type of job, right? You got to get the hands dirty. So grit for sure. So this should be a tough group. It should be interesting to see how Rick and the others fight against them in the second half of season 7. When they're eventually introduced, and I'm really excited to see how this all shakes down and what they do in retaliation, if that was one of their storage stations that Rick and Aaron just looted. They're probably going to want to get revenge on Alexandria or against Rick and the others. It should be really interesting to see what happens. So right now, most likely, that's who we're seeing with this guy with the boots on, is someone connected to the junkyard community, a totally new group, which is really cool, and has me excited to see what they've come up with for it for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 7. So you guys can write your comments below. What do you think we're going to see with regards to this new group? Sounds really cool. You can check out the Spoiling the Dead Fans page on Facebook if you want to see pictures and all this kind of stuff. Feel free to check that out. There's all kinds of good spoiler goodies on there, so you guys can check it out. And if you like this video, please don't forget to thumb it up below, guys. You can also share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. You better subscribe.